without your girls, Jeff wouldn't have Nikki. So thank you very much for that. So obviously tomorrow night there's going to be about a 20-page speech that I've prepared. So I hope you're prepared because it's go time. Game on. It's go time. But tonight, just very quickly, I wanted to thank all of you for being here, welcoming us in. I've had a few hugs, which has been tremendous. I specifically want to thank Jeff for accepting me as his best friend for all of these years. I would like to say at the end of the day, through good times and bad times, that's more of an inside joke that you can ask somebody else about. I could also talk about times back at Native New Yorker when we talked about what the heck is taking so long, but I'm not going to do that. I could also talk about the bachelor party.
Oh, please do!
I'll just give you a snippet. It actually was kind of deflating for me because all of the men that were there, all they did was talk about how they missed their significant others the entire time. The entire time. All right? Yeah, so it's true. It's true. But that being said, the groomsmen, we all got together and we said, you know, Jeff is not a guy, and this might be something that you don't know about. Jeff is not a guy who takes credit for very much. He doesn't like to tell you when he takes credit for that particular item. So I wanted to give you a few things. For example, tonight, in a gesture of honoring Jeff, all of us dressed a particular way, you might notice. Yeah. And we would pay tribute to Jeff, but we would also pay tribute to Denny Crane. You can Google that later. But if it weren't for Jeff, and if it weren't for his introduction of Denny Crane to us, we wouldn't be wearing pocket squares. We wouldn't be wearing cufflinks. We wouldn't be wearing coordinated patterned outfits with things that about 10 years ago you'd say, how could you ever wear that together? But that's because of Jeff. We could go down the list. We could say IPAs. We could say red wine. We could say Porsche. There are many things that we owe credit to Jeff. We would never say to anybody, who told you about that? It just wouldn't happen. But to that end, you have to ask yourself, and I imagine all of you went through this, what do you really get Jeff and Nikki for a wedding present? What do you get for, and I mean this with total respect, there is not a pejorative in the words that are going to come out of my mouth, for the people who have everything. I'm sure you struggled with that, as did we, the groomsmen. But the groomsmen, we put our collective heads together, and we said we need to do something special. We need to do something memorable. And most importantly, we need to do something that is in the vein of who told you about red wine. So many of you probably haven't had an opportunity to know this yet, but Jason DeFrancesco over here, one of the groomsmen, is a winemaker. And he has been working to develop that process. And what we all said is, although the registry is fabulous, rather than go the registry line, we wanted to do something for Jeff and for Nikki tonight that they could have as a memory moving forward from this day. And I'm buying some time. Are we going to have this thing anytime soon? Okay. So what we decided to do is, this is Jason, Leverage, this is wine, leveragewines.com if you want to become a wine club member. We had a specially etched bottle of his first vintage, and if you would flip it around, Jason, that would be great. All of our names as groomsmen, our respective families are on the back of that as a presentation for you guys this evening. We are
Wow, I'm going to see him cry.
You just say call me.
I like how you try to call me.
She's gonna obviously have to spread.
Wait till you can.
Hug us all. We want hugs from you. I don't really want to hug you. I'd rather